What's going on, guys? Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. And I want to thank Thick Glutes again for the gameplay. Go sub to him. His link is in the video description. Tell him BT sent you. Excellent Black Ops 2 Plutonium player. But unfortunately, this video is not about Black Ops 2 Plutonium. I am so sorry. I wish it was. I wish I could talk about this game. But it's like a decade old now. You know, it's been almost 10 years. And Call of Duty has never made anything that tops this. And they keep going downhill, or going in circles, or they're just content to kind of wallow in their shit at this point in time. In this video, I kind of want to break down everything I'm really complaining about here, because there's a lot of new people that are finding my channel for the first time. My last video got a lot of hits from just YouTube search results. If you're finding this, searching for Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 2022 Electric Boogaloo, it's Zorbin time, that game. I just want to break down every single thing I'm complaining about here, because on the surface, I think Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 looks good. It looks a lot like Modern Warfare 2019, almost a carbon copy, because it basically is. But on the surface, it looks like a good game. I think that's where a lot of people are being fooled. And maybe you're just not a very good player, and it's okay to admit that. Maybe you're kind of stupid. It's okay to admit that too. Trust me, I wish Mike Tyson would just come by and like punch me in the head until I can enjoy Call of Duty again, but guys, I'm just not that type of person. I'm a very analytical person. I have been playing Call of Duty since 2007, Call of Duty 4. I've been good at every Call of Duty that I have bothered to play. I've been good at Call of Duties I've hated. I hated Black Ops Cold War. Here's my stats on it. Top, 1% player here, top 0.6% player as far as KD goes. High stats. And I played that game like 95% alone, 99% alone. Just me. Still hated it. It sucked. I'm sorry, it sucked. I have no desire to ever play it again. And I just want to break down everything I'm complaining about with this beta to just make even the simplest stuff understood, because there are a lot of people that are coming here that have never played the classic Call of Duties. They don't even know what the fuck this game is, Black Ops 2 Plutonium. If you're hopping in from like Modern Warfare 2019 on, if this is your first Call of Duty on, Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, on, yeah, it's probably going to be fine, But I have seen these devs do better. I have seen them give us way more for way less money. I have seen them give us good, passionate, soulful games that pretty much everybody enjoyed. There was always a vocal minority of people that didn't like the current Call of Duty, but now that minority, I feel like it's becoming the majority, because Warzone 2 even, like, people are shitting on Warzone 2. I don't play BR, I don't play Warzone, but I have heard nothing, pretty much nothing but bad things about that. And Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, kind of the same boat. It's a little bit more mixed, I think, but it's like half are for it, half are against it. Let's break it down here. Enough rambling. So this new perk system, I truly think this new perk system is something different for the sake of being different. It's not innovation. It's not something that improves the gameplay. It's simply something to say, hey, look, we changed something. Because this game is essentially a reskin of Modern Warfare 2019. The same problems that game had, this game has. The same issues that people complained about in that game, this game has. And now we have a new thing to complain about with this shitty fucking perk system, which is, from what I can see, it's going to ruin the matchmaking. So here's the issue, guys. If you don't know how matchmaking used to work in Call of Duty, let me break it down for you. You would find a match, you would find a lobby, you would play that game, the match would end, you'd stay in that lobby, people would come and go as they pleased. They chose to stay in the lobby or leave. And then the next match would start. Like, you'd have time to edit your classes. Next match would start. It'd take like a minute between matches, and it was just the constant rapid-fire pace of play a match, minute in the lobby. New map loads, you vote on it. Yeah, map voting. They took that away too. Oh my god. Oh, this video is going to be like 20 minutes long by the time I'm done. I'll have to get another gameplay, but that's how it worked back in the day. And it worked great. Did not need to be changed, and yet it was changed. And now we have this system, which I'm going to ask you guys this, and I want you to be completely honest with me. And seriously, be honest with me and answer this question in the fucking comments, all right? What if I came to you as your boss at your current job, assuming you have a job, or maybe even your teacher, you're a student or whatever. If you're in school, if you're working a job, this applies to you. Let's say I come to you and I say, hey, I'm going to make you work twice as hard starting tomorrow, but for the same pay. Or maybe I'll say, hey, I'm going to make you work 1.5 times as hard starting tomorrow and for less pay. Would you be okay with that? Answer that honestly in the comment section. I'll give you a second. Okay? Are you done? I'm assuming most of you would say, like, I'm not going to stand for that. That's bullshit. All right? Well, if you're good at Call of Duty, if you're like one of the top 10% of players or whatever, you're going to get, that's going to happen to you. You're going to get shit on. You're going to be facing harder competition with worse connections because this skill-based matchmaking system will always prioritize skill over connection. From what I've seen from the beta, that has not changed. So you're going to get into a laggy lobby. You're going to be playing harder competition for the same rewards as Billy Goat 57 and his buddy Timmy No Thumbs are getting in their Helen Keller .2 KD lobbies. Same rewards. You're playing for the same fucking shit as they are, but you're playing at a much higher level. Sounds pretty shitty, huh? Yeah, that's been the issue. I'm not against skill-based matchmaking entirely. I just want to be rewarded if I am trying harder. I want a sense of progression. There has been no sense of progression. The better you are at Call of Duty, the worse time you're gonna have. That is not a fucking video game, guys. I shouldn't like go through the level, beat a boss, and then feel like worse. Not even From Software games do that, you know? Even in those games, like the more you level up, usually the easier the game gets, the better the game gets. It's not that way in Call of Duty. Now, on top of that, we have this new system. So this new perk system is going to make this matchmaking issue worse. Because now matchmaking works like this. Your character walks endlessly into this void for several minutes while the game finds you a match. The better you are, the longer that's going to take, so it's no longer this rapid-fire pace of like 1 minute intervals. It could be several minutes, you know? So you find a match, and then whether it's in progress or not is not up to you. You can't stay into a lobby and always get fresh new matches. It does not work that way anymore, sadly. So I'm not kidding here. I'm not kidding. I legit got into more matches in progress than I did matches that started from the beginning in Vanguard. I tallied it up in a fucking spreadsheet. Like 55% of my games were matches in progress. And completing that match did not guarantee you would get into a fresh match from the start. And the better you are at the game, the more likely you are to get put into a match in progress, because people don't want to play that sweaty shit for no fucking reason. So they back the fuck out. We're not getting anything different. Like, you know, for playing harder competition, for being better at the game, we get the same fucking rewards as some goddamn idiot who just started playing FPS a week ago. That's not fucking fair. Tell me when I'm telling lies. That ain't fair. You know? It ain't. So, on top of that, joining in progress shit that nobody likes. Who likes joining a match in progress? Show of hands in the comments. I sure don't. I like fresh matches from the start. Knowing that, we have this new perk system, which is flawed from the get-go with this matchmaking SBMM system. Because if you join a match in progress, no matter how they balance it, the way I see it, no matter how they balance it, you're not going to have your mastery perk, or it's going to be given to you. Like for free, just joining in progress. So either way, it's unfair. It's already not a balanced system. And I can see this, me, one guy can see this in the course of like a day. While this game is being touted as being developed by 3,000 devs, it's the most advanced Call of Duty ever, all this other fucking useless jargon. It doesn't fucking matter if those 3,000 devs don't know how to develop a fun first-person shooter. I'll take 100 devs that made Call of Duty 4 way back in 2007 and made it fucking fun over 3,000 blue-haired idiots that care more about their pronouns in their bio than they do making a good first-person shooter game. And that's not a knock on the pronoun thing. That's just the truth. Like, they care more about this useless bullshit than they do making a good first-person shooter. If you guys haven't played the beta yet and you don't know what I'm talking about, there's like a perk system that slowly unlocks the more you play. Now, there's two ways to go about it, and I haven't played the game yet, but from what I see, both ways are going to fail. And I could be wrong here. If I am wrong, I will admit it. I will be like, hey, I was wrong about this. But this looks like a fucking disaster for anyone joining a match in progress. It really, really does. This looks like something that's going to make that bullshit, that frustration of joining a match in progress that much worse, because the people in the lobby are going to have their time release mastery perks while you will load in without them. Or you'll just have them automatically, which is also not fair for the people in the lobby that may not have them. I don't know how the fuck they're going to do this. I don't know. And I could be wrong. They might have some genius way to do it. But I don't fucking think so. It's not fair. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they changed this when there's a million other things they could change to improve the game. But let's move on. There's more. There's more. I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the flinch and how people can't see people. Now, this was a huge complaint in Modern Warfare 2019. This was a complaint in Cold War, and this was a complaint in Vanguard. It's harder to see fucking enemies. A first-person shooter where you can't see what you're shooting at is a bit of an oxymoron, in my opinion. It's a bit of I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? And you can tout realism, but I say shove that realism up your fucking asshole, you stupid shit, because this game has doors made by fucking NASA that you can shoot with an RPG and they'll stay intact. The same shit Modern Warfare 19 had is back in Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. Claymore factories, regenerating out of nothing, you know, and you just plant them behind the doors never blow up. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. This is not a realistic military simulation shooter. This is an arcade shooter. It always has been. It always will be. If they ever change it, it's just not Call of Duty anymore. It's just not. So get that through your thick head, please, before you even come at me with that. But let's consult this flinch visibility thing, all right? Modern Warfare 2019 had the worst visibility I've ever seen. And the punniness of that isn't lost on me. It's a funny sentence, I know. But Modern Warfare 2019, you couldn't see who you were shooting without the help of nameplates, like 95% of the time. And you could not see who you were dying to 99% of the time. The visibility was that fucking bad. Cold War improved it a little bit, but not a whole lot. It was still kind of hard to see people in that game. And then Vanguard, same shit, you know? A little bit better than MW 2019, but still not up to par. Not up to par to what we were used to back in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, you know, etc. Modern Warfare 3. Name your game. Name your past game of choice. It had better visibility than these new games. So Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, all right? The maps are a bit brighter. Everything looks a bit cleaner than Modern Warfare 2019, I think, from what I've seen. But the visibility apparently is still an issue, and not only that, in a lot of ways they made it worse. Let's peep this tweet from Nero. He says, I think this is partly why gunfights can feel so weird in MW2. Even with all motion blur off, if you're being shot at, you get suppressed, which blurs damn near everything on top of adding weapon flinch. They fixed this shit back in 2012. And it's like, why are we recreating problems from a decade ago? Let's read what I have to say here. I say, a problem flinch that was rectified in Black Ops 2 with focus. And, I mean, really, Modern Warfare 3, like a ton of Call of Duties, like, alleviated flinch. But anyway, it was rectified in Black Ops 2, and it's now worse in 2022. This problem that was fixed 10 years ago is back and, like, worse than ever. This entire franchise desperately needs a consistent team of leaders who have a clear vision and have played the past games and know what works and what doesn't. Until then, circles. Tell me when I'm fucking telling lies. Tell me. Let's keep going. Let's keep going here, all right? Peep this tweet from Charlie Intel. This just says it all. It really just says it all. Charlie Intel says, I don't know if I can officially talk about this, but in the build in June that we played, red dots were on the minimap. It was a classic minimap. But then the developers informed us it was a bug for the build and then swiftly disabled it afterwards. Now guess what people are doing? They're clamoring for the classic minimap to be brought back. We don't want the classic minimap as a perk. It's annoying. It's making a problem out of nothing. It's change for the sake of fucking change. which is just, that's been Call of Duty for the past 4 years now. This is the 4th year running of useless fucking changes to make it look like they're doing something and innovating, when in reality, they're just killing the formula that works while actually not really bringing us anything new. That's what it is. Oh my god. The weapon unlock system, I mean, good god, what a convoluted mess. I was watching Nero go through it on the beta or whatever. It's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. This is a problem that was fixed in Black Ops 1. Why have we never gone back to that? I even got to criticize Black Ops 2 for that a bit. Black Ops 1, you got COD points. Not the kind you buy with your fucking McDonald's paycheck, but the kind you earn in the game. Imagine that. Earning things in the game by playing and doing better. And then being able to buy stuff in the fucking game with your digital currency. No swiping your credit card. No working an extra shift at fucking Waffle House. None of that shit. You buy the game, you play the fucking game, you do good, you earn something in the game, you unlock something in the game, whatever you want, it's your choice. Why is that so fucking complicated to go back to? I'll tell you why, because it earns these greedy fucking cunts at Activision more money if they, you know, piss on your head and tell you it's raining. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Come on, guys. I get that you can like this game, but you can't tell me what I'm telling you isn't the fucking truth. Take a step back and look at the previous games and look at how much faster you got into matches. Look at how much more fun you seem to have over the course of a play session. Look at how much more game time you actually got. You spend more time than ever just walking in the fucking lobby, not playing the actual game. And then they want to tout that more people are playing their game than ever before, like time-wise. That's because they're playing less matches and spending more time in the fucking lobby. It takes them longer to level up. Like, holy shit. It's almost like I'm the only one, like me and maybe 50 other people are like the only ones that see it. Maybe not even 50. There are so many people that will just bullshit you. They will. On YouTube, on Twitch, they will bullshit you and say this game's great, it's amazing. Like, take a step back and look at the people that said that about Vanguard. I didn't say that, guys. I said this game's gonna be fucking awful. I've seen leaked gameplay of it before it came out. It looked fucking terrible. It's made by the worst dev team, the worst Call of Duty dev team. It's gonna be bad. And then I played it day of, and I'm like, wow, this is terrible. And then they somehow made it even worse. And that's another thing. These games are not static. This game could get worse, this game could get better, but the fact that they're not listening to us about the minimap thing, the fact that they're not listening to us about the visibility, the flinch, the fact that they're not listening to us about dead silence as a field upgrade, footsteps are so fucking loud, it's just giving campy players the advantage yet again. On top of skill-based matchmaking, on top of the same fucking shit we've been dealing with for 3 years now, and it's just, it's old. I'm not up here complaining for the sake of it. I'm not up here complaining for views. If this game was good, I would fucking clap for it. I would, you know, personally take Joe Secott himself out for a drink and say, good fucking job, man. You gave us a good Call of Duty, but this ain't it. Warzone 2 ain't it. This is shit, man. This is shit siphoned out of a giraffe's fucking asshole with a crazy straw and slow dripped into our mouth for the next 2 years. That's what it is. 2 years of this. 2 years. The only hope is that they remaster an old Call of Duty like Modern Warfare 2, the original one, or Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1, or literally anything. I'll take anything at this point. They remaster that next year on their off year and give us that. Outside of that, we got to go to fan games. Black Ops 2 Plutonium. Is it SM2 that's coming out? This beta already just shows how incompetent these devs are. And I'm one guy. I am one guy that I think I'm pretty smart. I think I know what I'm talking about with FPS. 15-year veteran here. First Call of Duty commentator ever. You know? Like, I think I know what I'm talking about. I think I do. I could always be more right. I could always be less wrong, but goddamn, my heart's in the right place. I want to see this franchise go back to what it was with, in my opinion, the glory days of like Black Ops 1, MW3, Black Ops 2. Those are my three favorite Call of Duties as far as just a streak goes, you know, like. And before that, they were still good. It's like they constantly innovated. I don't know what happened after Black Ops 2, but it's been a constant downhill slide while the company just makes more money and then sexually harasses women in the workplace, and everything's just normal. And they got some kind of anti-bullying thing in the TOS now, despite making an ad campaign making fun of gay people and calling them the F word. And I don't mean fuck. Rhymes with maggot. Same company. Now it's touting no harassment in game. No, but they'll make an ad, you know, harassing an entire group of people. They'll harass women in the workplace. It's messed up. It's messed up. I'm gonna go drink a beer. I hope you guys enjoyed, and rate this video if you did enjoy, you know. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. I want to suplex Joe Secott through a shrimp fondue. Peace out.
I appreciate it, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.